Coulter, I was in Bozeman for the Bobcat game a couple of weeks ago, and while I was there, I went over to the corner of Jackrabbit and Baxter and headed into the brand-new Cathedral of Guns, Selway Armory. It was absolutely phenomenal. Their new store in Bozeman is everything you want and more, including a Sig Sauer store right in the Selway Armory store.
Got some confusion from a couple people listening to this podcast. They said, what is Sig Sauer? And they spelled it like cigarette. But no, we're talking Sig Sauer, like Sigsaeur. Some of the best handguns you'll find anywhere. They're experts when it comes to Sig Sauers, as well as all other handguns, as well as all other firearms. Locations of both Missoula and Bozeman. But get your butt to that new Bozeman store. It's a beautiful store, unbelievable inventory, and those guys are experts. They'll help you find whatever it is you need.
Hunting season, recreation, we all have people on our Christmas list, or maybe it's you yourself. Yes, I must say, once in a while it's nice to get your own self a present. You go in there, all of the guns, ammunition, accessories that you could imagine, and Coulter, as you mentioned, absolute experts. They know everything there is to know about the entire inventory they've got. Online, SelwayArmory.com. Montana is a gun enthusiast state. It's a hunting state. And Selway Armory is Montana's firearm superstore.
Take the Selway Armory Challenge. Shop with Selway Armory for a year. Guarantee you're going to save money over the big box stores or anywhere else you might shop. Do yourself a favor. No matter where you're from in Montana, if you're making your way through southwest Montana, go see that new Selway Armory. And if you're in Missoula, go check out their location out Stockyard Road. Selway Armory, great products at a great price, along with world-class customer service.
Well, first I would open with congratulations to Montana State for a good football game. I think they're a good team. I think the fans were incredible. I'm going to take my hat off to them. I think it's the first time we've played. We knew it was coming, but the energy that their fans generate here is something to be commended to their fans. And so congratulations to Montana State. From our end, I thought, kicking game really got us in a lot of trouble. I thought we were battling on defense. They had a couple big plays, but I felt like we were going to have a shot here and get this thing pretty close at half, and we just couldn't punch through. And again, you got to credit them. We block a kick and we're running it back, and we don't get points out of it. 26-7 at half instead of something maybe a little better for us, but. They're a good football team. They played well. They're well coached, and I would give them a lot of credit. And I think at the end of the day, they really outkicked us. It was a phase of the game that was very frustrating for us, and it opened the door for short field position, which is big, especially against a running team. You got to make them drive the field. But at the end of the day, I just this football team, just love these guys.
Coach, obviously they're a run-first team, but they really found some success through the air. Just kind of, what was kind of the game plan going against their offense that, like I said, was run-first?
Yeah, it's really easy to throw fades when you're up. So I'm not really, that's not. When we lost our starting corner, when Jaron went down, I wasn't surprised. They took a few shots, and when you're winning, when you got a lead, it's just so easy to throw fades. So the passing game was not the factor in the score to me. They got a couple touchdowns off it, but when the game when it's contested, that's when you know if you have a good passing game or not. And this was not something I was real concerned about. And they made a couple good catches, 50-50 balls, but I think at the end of the day, their run game and the challenges that they give you with the multiple formations and thing is tough. And they got the big run early, which set the tone a little bit. And it's a shame because we should have been in a little better shot. But again, the kid made a good play.
You mentioned the kicking game. How big was that block punt? For them to
it just swings all the momentum. The thing in coaches that especially as older coaches, we understand one thing very deeply is that turnovers and block kicks are momentum killers. If you have to punt or if things like that, it's not momentum. But when you block a kick, it can swing the momentum. And I thought that did. And then they get a short field and score another touchdown. And then they have the punt return. These are critical errors that you have to play all three phases, and I thought that they outplayed us by a wide margin in the kicking game, and that's on me as a coach, and we've got to fix some of those things. I thought our kickers kicked the ball well. We just didn't. Our cover team struggled a little bit, and they did a good job with what they were doing.
Coach, you had a couple opportunities on their side of the field when you weren't out of the game yet. Will you look back on this and think about those two specific series where you had the pick and then the missed field goal as maybe the missed opportunities that turned the game?
Yeah, when you look at a game and you see a big spread like that, you think those were critical times where their defense stood up and stopped us. It happened to us last week where a team had a chance to, our defense was able to stand up and hold the fort. We had an opportunity, before the half to get out of there with, being maybe, 14 points or 10 points or some momentum, especially, but, they stood up and stopped us. We weren't able to do anything with it. And it's true, we had opportunities in the first half to make that a tighter game. And like I said, I mean, it's, once they get a few touchdowns, and it's just so easy to wing them up there and jump balls, and we just, we didn't make the play they did. But, they're a good football team. They do a lot of really good things. They got a lot of good players, are very committed to their system. And, I thought we were battling our tails off on defense for most of it. Just giving up chunk yards kills you.
Jeff, when a defense can get pressure on the quarterback, only rushing 3 or 4 guys, can you take us back behind the line of scrimmage there? What are you seeing in the secondary? And could you feel that pressure from only 3 or 4 when they're going to be able to drop 7 or 8?
Yeah, well, first of all, they're just a great, well-coached, well-rounded football team. They're a great defense. And when teams like that can push the pocket on you just a little bit, and they can drop 7 or 8 in the coverage, there's not a lot of passing when there's a throw to. But at the end of the day, offense is a game of just execution, and they stopped at our execution today.
Josh, Jeff's got more time left in this program. You and Griff don't, so I want to just ask you guys about the journey here. Is 5 years with this team and coming as far as you did from a year ago, only 3 wins, and now second round of the playoffs, a place this program's never been. Can you put this year into words?
First off, I got to say thanks to God. This whole game, the reason I play is to glorify His name. But I've been so blessed and super grateful to get an opportunity from this guy to play college football. At Division I level, it's special. We end up here, and we certainly have built quite a program, and we're going to continue building. And I told the young guys that, and I told them, I said, I want to see you guys be successful. I'm going to be around this program. I love this program. I love Albany. I'm so thankful. So that's really it.
Griff, you're a local guy too to the 518, just like Josh. Can you kind of give us some perspective on how far you guys have come as a team and as a program, and to do it in your own backyard?
Yeah, I mean, when we committed to this school 5 years ago, we knew how much work it was going to be. And, this has been such a great ride this last year. And, when we had our end of the season meeting last year, we talked with everybody as a team, and we said, it's going to be a lot of work. We're coming off a 3-8 season. And I'm just so proud of all the guys in that room, all the coaches, and how much effort and how much work everybody put in. And, it sucks that it's coming to an end, but I was so proud of all the guys.
And Greg, I know you gave Griffin a big hug when you walked in here. This senior class, what has it meant to this program, and where do you go kind of from here, having reached obviously national prominence this season?
It's not just this group. It was a group of 4, and last week we got yelled at by the officials because our kids started celebrating in the end zone with our. They were the guys from the year before, and both groups have been just special kids, and we're building something. It wasn't long ago we were playing in the NEC, so you make me emotional. Don't get me emotional, Chris. But they're good. They're good kids. They're hardworking. You trust them. Their behavior is fantastic. They go to class. And we were able to do something special this year. So kudos to them, and I know they'll always be around the program.
Anything else? All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Selway Armory, Montana's firearms superstore, is now open for business and hiring all positions. If you want an exciting job with great compensation and one where you can become an expert in the field, put your application in now at Selway Armory. You can apply in person at their new location at the corner of Jackrabbit and Baxter, or send in your application via email to employment@selwayarmory.com. That's employment@selwayarmory.com. Turn your passion into a profession with Selway Armory, Montana's firearms superstore.